All right, this entire stairwell system is driving me crazy. So I'm going to make it be a 3x3 for all the places I can. Is that necessary? Nope. But something is wrong with them pathing through this stairwell. They're routinely not doing it. We had the issue way back when, which is why I had to reopen this part of the tower. But no, I'm tired of dealing with whatever this bug is. So we're going to demolish the floor and install 3x3 stairwells. Really, at most, probably only need 2 total, not even a 2x2, but I'm going deep. Deep as I can with 3x3. I see people coming by with coffins. So let's build more coffins. Because I suspect we haven't buried all of our dead dwarves. But perhaps we have. Build construction J. Downstairs. We have lots of obsidian blocks. Where are they? Yeah, I would love to use adamantine wafers, please. I hate myself. Everything. Yeah, now the miners are saying they can dig. It's weird how that works. The miner hates you. He does. I'm surprised it occasionally takes him this long to get through dirt. He's not legendary, but he should be like relatively high skilled. And then they're not gonna do the last one? Oh, damn it. Fuck me. By the way, now that we've lost practically everyone, how is our ghost word doing? 100,000. And the other one's sunk into depression and only 27,000. Good. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 would be depressed again. Now, I need our archers ammunition. So I want to change this. I want to change the material to metal for combat. And then add an item of bolts made of bone for training. And then what I want to do, we have this that we will now use for training. And then we'll go into the schedule of our archers and we will have them train every month, sleep in room at will, and active uniformed, but they only need, we'll say, 2 at a time. So the room that the danger room that we made way back when for the archers to train in, I forget who requested it, is now going to be fully utilized for all those bone bolts we make. So I'm going to do that now. Well, Hellfire's Skyrim grabbed him like he was going to. And then he's just leaving with him. What the hell just even happened? Where are you going? Are you still holding on to all the bolts? Do you have a quiver? Okay, yeah, he just loaded up a ton of bolts, 25 steel and 25 turkey, and then was like, I'm gonna go do things. I hear fighting. How are we fighting a magma crab? Oh dear God. They can just walk out of that place. That's not good. All right, melee squad, go kill a magma crab. They hadn't been a problem up to this point. I'm surprised they're a problem now. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Yes, run away in fear. Maybe they've been coming up, but then they just run away in fear every time, so we've been getting lucky. Go back into the magma. Because the problem is they're relatively weak, but they breathe fire. This is like the world's glass cannoniest dragon. Don't trust its wee, cute little demeanor. A small rock-eating creature that lives in molten rock. It scurries on little feet and swims through liquid rock with sharp fangs. It uses magma to digest rock and spits out burning globs. Her exterior is black. Oh, are you a military? With an adamantine shield? All right, do it. Oh, good dodges. Were those like legit dodges? Cause that was magma that came out, I think. Who was this? Who did that? Vucker. Oh, Vucker fought the Ohm from earlier too. Yeah, holy shit. It really was. The Vucker jumps away from the flying magma. Vucker attacks a magma crab, but the magma crab dodges. The magma crab retaliated with another flying globule of magma, which the military avoided, being as nimble as she was. Because who doesn't just avoid the magma? Vucker kicked the magma crab in the body with her left foot, tearing fat and bruising the muscle. Vucker bashed the magma crab in the right wing with her artifact silver mace, because it's always the artifact silver mace. The third globule of magma hit Vucker, but Vucker blocked it with the adamantine shield, owing to its magma-proof capabilities and its Captain America qualities. The magma crab was then punched in its left wing by Vucker, fracturing her left wing. And I believe we fractured the right wing earlier too, so both her wings are fractured. Vucker then charged the magma crab and collided with it, knocking the crab over and tumbling it backwards. Vucker then proceeded to scratch and bash the magma crab in all of its wings repeatedly for some reason, and then another globule of magma was defended by the Captain America shield. I have improved my mace, Vucker said, after blocking with her adamantine shield. That was not satisfying. Vucker punched the crab in the body with her left hand, tearing fat and bruising the muscle, and then beat it in the left wing with her silver mace, fracturing it, and proceeded to rail into its body, tearing the fat, bruising the muscle until its body part was no more. Yay for Captain America. Does he know the Vuckers? That's his name. What do you want me to go with? His name was Vucker. Vucker Alphazir. That's his name. It's his baby. I have to go duty. No, it literally throws up magma as a defense mechanism. It does not need to be a baby. It needs to not exist. Well, you know, if you have a mace, you turn the mace sideways and you punch with your fist while the mace is out sideways. That's just common fighting etiquette. Actually, I have no clue what the hell I'm talking about. Obsidian block, downstairs. Obsidian block, go down below. EH. Build construction, up downstairs. City. Now, where I was digging out the thing to drop into the water, they kind of look like they abandoned it again. It is not a precious baby. It is a crab that vomits magma. Where do you see a fire-breathing creature and go, oh baby? If we didn't have the adamantine shield, our dude would have died in one hit. Doesn't need to be adamantine, admittedly, anything magma-proof. But still, if we did not have the shield, Vakker would have just died immediately. And the whole thing would have filled with smoke and steam as all of Vakker's fucking fattily body parts just bubbled and dissolved away.
Oh, I can't figure it out. It was almost there.
Hey, Shadowmark returns. Do we have a mood? Brewmaster had a mood. Good, whatever. You missed Vakker's brilliant fight versus a magma crab and us dying to an alligator and a forgotten beast. We lost a lot of dwarves. Any other audiophiles who can help me diagnose a weird thing I'm having? I get bad static noise in some games. I'm told due to my audio jack, but that's my main audio, and I certainly don't get static here on Twitch, YouTube, just when I launch some games. Do they come out of the same speaker? Trying to think. The only thing I can think of is what you were talking about is not static. What you were talking about is it on an HDMI cable? The only thing I can think of is if a game is causing lag and you are using the audio that's on the video line. No, it's directly an audio jack. The only other thought then is system interrupts. It's been a while since I've had those, but it's the only thing I can think of. Is you have a driver issue. What it is that the games or other processes that are requiring more of your computer are causing system interrupts, and audio tends to take the brunt of that. There's a way to check it. So these things happen all the time. What it is it's latency. Grab latency monitor. There are better ones. Use this as like the start of what I'm talking about, because it's been so long I don't have all the details. It's called like a DPC. It's like a weird system level interrupt, but it happens particularly with certain shitty drivers. Basically, if something is wrong, like I need to put this cup over there, and then I need to do this to do that. The system is capable of someone saying, "Wait, hold on, hold the fuck up. I need to get rid of the cup first before I can take the phone. Thank you for being an asshole." I'm forgetting what the actual term is. I was just always thinking of it as interrupts. If you have shitty drivers, it can cause there to be quite a few interrupts. If you're doing something not intensive though, like say just streaming, well then eventually it sorts itself out, so you don't have an issue. But if you have like a game that's constantly trying to put more things in, then the shitty driver's like, wait, hold on, I have a cup. Please stop, please, I have a cup. And the more that builds up, and it can cause shitty audio. That's like not the end all be all answer, but that's what I'm thinking of. I'm trying to remember what caused me to have that issue. I think I had that issue with, where are you? Not you. Elgato ran fine. I think I had that issue. With this audio card. I had that issue with a Strix Raid DLS audio card. High definition audio and all that good jazz. Garbage fucking driver. And it literally like lagged out portions of the computer. Like I said, I got rid of the damn audio card. I used the system's onboard audio, and I got rid of all those latency issues. I don't know what the fuck was going on with this driver, but I got rid of the damn thing and it worked. And before you drop the cup on the floor. Sounds like a loose port wire. So if it is static, it could be that. But if what he's talking about, like, do you mean static, like the dry hiss? Or do you mean static, like it sounds like there's the middle of a sound missing for the smallest of seconds? Like a hiccup. You mean static or a hiccup? Because what I'm describing, it sounds more like a hiccup. Where all the noise is there, but you can fucking swear that something is wrong in the background. Like there's like a weird non-noise that happens. First one, like static on a TV with snow. Then everything I just said, throw out the window. Everything I just said is not at all to do with you. What I'm talking about, you can hear it in certain constant noises. You can hear the audio drop the ball occasionally. Static is something is not getting transmitted right. It's not a latency issue. I'm talking about Fort built along the main roads and open door policies. So many people visit Fort on a daily basis, kept petitioning to join the fort. Ended up with 300 plus citizens of mixed race. The fort died a lag death. It was ridiculous. Has ended up with more bards than actual workers. Just everyone happy. Hi. What do you mean by lag death? So the more people and the more stuff you do in the game, the more lag can build up. It's one of the reasons why in the upper left corner I'm showing frames. It's that way if the game feels off to me, I can immediately look up and see if something's actually causing it. The left number is the system's actual calculating frames, and the right number is the graphical frames per second. So something's happening right now because we just dropped from like 70, 90 down to 40 frames, but it might go back up. It could be caused by water, units pathfinding, too many constructed items, so on and so forth. I like how I told him to train, and I swear they keep grabbing ammunition and then walking somewhere else. Oh wait, I never made them active, did I? Hold on, they're not training, I'm just crazy. Now they're active. And immediately Eldritch is stumbling around obliviously. As soon as I'm like, hey, please do something, Eldritch went crazy. Kick ass. So that's the problem, is it's not even that the game can't handle too much. The game does a lot. It's just brutal on a processor. For instance, where's the stone? This is a stone, right? A stone, this is granite. There's tons of granite, right? This is just granite. The granite could be said to be fireproof, not magma proof, granite, worth this much, weighs that much. You could say, hey, that's all you really need in this game for granite. However, we know that this granite weighs 260 pounds, is worth 3 dwarf bucks. Its current temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. Its color is gray, and it is granite. Its density is 2,600 kilograms per meter cubed. Its maximum sharpness is 1,000, which is only 10% that of iron. It has a molar mass of 36,000. Why the hell we're tracking molar mass, I don't know, but we're that detailed. It has a shear strength where its yield is 9% of iron, its fracture rate is 4% of iron, and its elasticity is 100, which means it's very stiff. If it was used for impact calculations, its yield is 120,000, which is 22% that of iron. Its fracture is only 11% of iron, and its elasticity is still very stiff. Now that is what we know about that one block. That one block. We also have goblin cap logs, tunnel tube logs, and birch logs. We have different densities and items for each thing. It has to be stored in an XYZ grid format, including the fact that we have walls. This wall has technically been stored twice. This one I cleared out-ish, where you have to say at this X, this Y, and this Z, we have an obsidian block wall. But also that there is a material we are accounting for that is at the same location, because that's where the block went that were used in the block wall so we can keep track of it. Every dwarf at every step that they update and change positions, because if I pause it, we can see that they're not smoothly walking. I can update the game frame by frame, and not every dwarf moves at the same frame, because every dwarf has a different speed and a different strength where they can move faster based upon the weight of what they're carrying. So a stronger dwarf can move faster and more often with stone than a weaker dwarf. But every time they're pathfinding, they have to calculate what they're doing. So we're about to hit an interesting proposition here where two dwarves are going to walk through a one wide door. One of them's going to get there first, and now he is in the other dwarf's way. What's going to happen is the other dwarf, if he doesn't get out of the way in time, is going to update with a red question mark. There we go. Those two dwarves each had to simultaneously do an update saying, hey, I need to be in your square, and the other dwarf had to say, hey, I need to be in your square. Then they had to agree to be in each other's squares, so they swapped positions. However, the dwarf who is supposed to be moving this square, or this time, is now in the wrong square. So he doesn't quite know where he is. He's having to recalculate again how he needs to get to where he's going. So we're going to lose a cycle on the fast dwarf while he doesn't move, but he recalculates where he is to figure out where to keep going. And every time your dwarves are forced to do that, they'll have the same type of calculations. Whereas if they're just outside, what they'll do is they'll figure out which one's faster. Whoever is the fastest will say, is there an opposing square? And they'll just walk around each other like like this dog did, this particular dwarf. Where he was on the left, then he was north, and now he is south, or he's east. And that's just the moving. So the more units you have, not just dwarves, the slower the game can start to get over time. The more blocks you have, the more that can eat into it. We had the same thing with water, where because of the game's calculations, this water over here isn't doing much. It just counts as 7 out of 7. It's not even really moving water. This water up here, 7 is the highest depth, 6 isn't, but we have a high depth over there. So all of the high depth waters have to look at the water next to it to figure out which 7 will get divided down and spread into which water. Each of those waters will be doing the same thing until they slowly go over the edge of the map, or the edge of the waterfall, so on and so forth. So the more liquids you have, the more units you have, the more items you have on the map, the more you have to calculate. You have to remember, I have like 11,000 meals. That's what other is. I have 11,000 cooked meals, but every cooked meal was made from 3 or 4 ingredients. So now I'm having to sit there for 11,000 meals, store the fact that there are 11,000 meals, but be keeping track of 55,000 items because there's 4 items per meal that got mixed together, including each item. Holy shit, Blind IRL with the raid. Thank you so much, buddy. We are discussing the calculations that go into Dwarf Fortress. The current part of the discussion was that a cooked roast could have 3 or 4 items in it. So you have a roast, but the roast has to keep track of the 3 items that are in it. So really, if I have 11,000 roasts, I'm keeping track of 44,000 items, because each of the items that go into the roast had their own initial quality and worth, and those all got mixed together with a multiplier based upon the cook to determine what the roast was actually worth. So it looks simple, but the game is actually demanding on a processor. Also, hello everyone. Sup, Mang? How are you doing today, Blind? By the way, for those of you who don't know, though I suspect that you all do, Blind is a Dwarf Fortress streamer. I don't know why I just said Blind. Just Blind. Shout out to the correct one. I made a button for this. Who has recently been doing Jupiter Hell. He streams throughout the week. He's on practically every day. I don't know what day you're not on, Blind. But Blind streams basically every day for at least a few hours. He does a lot of great content. Fridays, that's what it was. I knew there was one. So you guys who are coming in from the raid recently missed it. We lost a lot of dwarves to a massive attack in our cavern layers. Unfortunately, we had the alert for the Forgotten Beast before, but it had dipped into the darkness, so I kind of forgot about him. And he wandered into the base before I realized what happened. Most of our military had died, and we lost tens of dwarves. Thank you so much for following, Rhinestone. So, yeah, we recently lost quite a few dwarves to a forgotten beast.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Despite the fact that we have adamantine, we have hundreds of adamantine, but we've lost, we lost a bunch of dwarves wearing it because it doesn't matter if you have full adamantine. If you have no martial skill, it's not going to count for anything.
Thank you so much.
Yes, this is the Phoebus tile set. It's not going to count for much if your guys aren't trained. So they each got grabbed by the head and then shaken until their necks exploded. Then we immediately got attacked by a cave alligator? I forget what the creature was called now. And then we got attacked by magma crab. The magma crab didn't kill anyone. It was actually kind of cute. Luckily, the adamantine shield and the artifact silver mace came into effect, so we took out the magma crab without anyone even getting hurt. If you have any questions as to what is going on in the base, feel free to ask. Right now, I am having an occasional, we'll say, pathfinding issue, where the dwarves, even though they have no reason to not be able to pathfind, act like they can't go up or down. So, while I have nothing to base it on, the fact that it is because I only have one stairwell, I am going the extreme opposite direction and unnecessarily making it a 3x3 stairwell. It does not need to be that big. That's actually counter to being useful, but I'm getting really annoyed at some of these pathfinding issues. So I'm just going to make it big and give them all kinds of decisions, even though, quite frankly, that probably does not help me. Oh yeah, and also we've had quite a few artifacts. The one of which that I hate, the artifact that I really hate, is called Shomab. It's got a thing in it. Where is it? Anyways, they blew 4 or 5 raw adamantine on one artifact table. Not adamantine wafers. It counts as stone. They blew raw adamantine on this stupid table. And now that I'm trying to find it, I'm not going to be able to find it. Where's the table? We didn't lose the table, did we? There better not be somehow we lost the table. Raw adamantine coffer, there we go. Scour tomb, worth 1.218 million dwarf bucks. Now someone got dwarfed. Who got dwarfed? The Great Chickens. The Great Chickens got dwarfed. So collapse all. The Great Chickens, you got dwarf number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are our legendary brewer right now, Great Chickens.
It is now autumn.
I'm hoping that updates through because it's autumn right now. Oh, and you're the one who's having a mood right now. So you're probably going to go crazy. Whoops. I should probably undo that. Normally I don't name someone right as they're getting mooted. So let me take that back out. Because unless you want to be, it would suck to get dwarfed and then immediately die because I wasn't paying attention to you having a mood. If that dwarf survives the mood, I'll put you back to that dwarf. If he doesn't, I'll just leave you as this other dwarf. Keep it, okay. The Great Chickens and Waldstrat MX, which is what, 15? 150? I forget what the Roman numerals are. I want to say that's 15. Waldstrat, is that German? Waldstrat 15th? Got dwarf number 3. I want to say, that's not German, is it? I want to say it's German, but someone's going to tell me that I'm just a dumb American who doesn't remember geography or language in this case, and that's the wrong language. 110. Gotcha. All right, and that has ended. Hold on. I will tell you your dwarves in a second. I just need to pay attention to the Great Chicken because I forgot he was even having a mood. He grabbed obsidian and adamantine wafers. Of course he did. Go back to stone. He wants a lot of things. Holy crap. stone, metal, stuck on green glass. Do I not have the jewelers anymore? Where did I put the jewelers? Build, workshop, jewelers. I don't know. We'll get a jewelers up and I'll try to get you back another raw green. Unless we have merchants here. We do not have merchants here. All right. In that time, though, we normally have a requesting system, so you can request rooms and furniture and stuff in each of them. However, right now, it's down because I need to redo it. Half of my numbers and ideas are wrong, and my scripts I'm trying to work with it aren't working 100% correctly with it. The great chicken recently thought, I wish to make something. This is so boring. The great chicken is indefatigable, likes alabaster electrum, red tourmaline, gems, crossbows, ballista parts, llamas for their jutting teeth, and the sound of the flute of amethyst. When possible, she prefers to consume mog hopper and peach cider. She absolutely detests hamsters. She has a great sense of empathy, an amazing spatial sense, an amazing memory, very good focus, and a good feel for social relationships. But she has a shortage of patience, a large deficit of willpower, and lousy intuition. She dreams of raising a family someday. She is a short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry. And Wald Schratt, you are our jeweler. Good timing on getting named, I suppose. You are here to perhaps save the other dwarf. Wald Schratt wants to spend some time with family because they're lonely. And Wald Schratt is very rarely sick and tough, but is clumsy, very weak, and very slow to heal. Wald Schratt likes diorite, aluminum, honey yellow beryl, kapok wood, crystal glass, giant two-humped camel leather, iguana bone hemp paper, the color dark scarlet, spears, rings, animal traps, the word of the berry of skirts, and the sound of the cyclopean velvet. When possible, he prefers to consume giant moose, yellow bullhead, dwarven rum, and foxtail Malay flower. Though he absolutely detests flies. He has good creativity, but he has a meager kinesthetic sense, and he dreams of creating a great work of art someday. He is a short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry. We can work him good. All right. Needs gem cutting or gem setting. Wald, as a pretty rock dwarf, why are you storing an item in a stockpile right now? You grabbed clothing off of a corpse. Is that absolutely important right now? Perhaps? All right, well, we just need some gems. If Wald Schratt is going to be busy. Because I don't know how long you've been stuck there. Also, you're the brewmaster, so I kind of need to keep you alive. Who can I cram in? Pretty rock dwarf. Yeah, does have those skills. Stone grinder. Hellfire is skilled in those as well. We'll turn him on and see if between the two of them we can get someone to help. Was that a drink blind RL or just an odd-shaped candy metal spire? Maybe I want to make a prettier... Maybe I want to make it prettier with some gems and then sell it for profit. I don't... Was that a... Did blind get... Are you saying blind got dwarfed? I already had a candy corkscrew recently. Ah, I see. Okay. A little bit further back in the chat. Yes, no, we did get lucky with that. In that we found an adamantine spire. We proved that it was not hollow. So we mined it out. And then because one layer wasn't hollow, we went up above and we just mined Z level after Z level after Z level of the entirety of what we could get from the adamantine spire. We're currently working on trying to get a pump stack set up to bring the magma to the surface, though everything else existing, we keep having interruptions due to needing to live and a short attention span. Something has gone terribly wrong here. You have 2 holes? That's not good. We'll build a floor there. Made out of obsidian blocks. Where are the obsidian blocks? There we go. That'll fix it. We'll dig those out, and then I will install more screw pumps. Waldstrat 110 has followed. Thank you so much for following, Waldstrat. The pesky need to live getting in the way.
Thank you so much.
Damn the pesky need to live. Sounds like a battle again? No. No, that's just them hunting. We're good. That's just our hunters blowing steel bolts to go hunting. I mean, that's kind of what it's for, but I would like to be able to make more out of it. Did this get built yet? Why is no one building this? Store item and stockpile. Are you kidding me? Why are you picking up I'm gonna say wheelbarrow? Why are you picking up a wheelbarrow? Yeah, you're hauling a wheelbarrow with the stone in it. Why are you picking up a wheelbarrow with a stone in it? And it's covered in forgotten beast extract. What is wrong with you? Waldstrat's dead. Who was the other person we turned this skill on? It was Hellfire. All right, Hellfire, what are you doing? He too is storing an item in a stockpile. Is it absolutely necessary though? Shouldn't someone be taking this part seriously? Build workshop. All right, what if I do another jeweler's and ask it to be made out of wood? Or was this one on the left order to be made out? I don't know. Just we'll order 2 of them. I don't care which one gets built, as long as one of them does. I'll just grab everyone in the military and Hunter is hunting. I'm just gonna grab everyone in the military or as a hauler and just tell them to build this. Gym cutting or gym setting? It should be everyone. Someone. All the survivalists will have it on. All the, not the miners. Both the artists will have it on. The Weavers Guild, well, no, not the Weavers Guild. We already have issues with them. Where is the military? Military dwarves. We'll turn it on. Everyone will turn this skill on. Just someone build it. There we go. Who's the one finally building it? Hellfire. Hellfire came to the rescue. All right. Wait. Shit, he said green. This was supposed to be sand the whole time. What the hell am I doing? I'll do one anyways. We had a bunch of guys doing it. We'll cut a shorel. Now that I'm remembering what the hell I'm supposed to be doing, I think glass making. We don't have a glass maker right now. Everyone and anyone can do glass making. They're probably going to throw an issue saying they can't. So I will say collect sand, and then I'll tell them to collect the green glass again. Somewhere in there we should be good. Yo, what did I miss, Dragaman? Well, we're trying to stop a dwarf from dying due to a mood. He's requesting a green something. And for some reason, my first thought was, that means green glass. Green glass counts as a gem, so I'll build a jeweler's workshop. Not, I should make the green glass. It says it's active, so someone's doing it. Who is doing it? Glass furnace. Collect sand is inactive. Returning kill. Dig channel. Collect hide products. Who has got make raw green glass? 2 people. One of which was suspended. Nope, ignore me. Domine's doing it. All right, Domine, who's collecting green glass from the bottom of the map. For some reason. Come on, buddy. Save our moody dwarf. Why did I get the sneaking suspicion you're not heading where I thought you were? Did he just throw a mood? Yep, Great Chicken's crazy. We didn't get him green glass in time. You sure you don't want to be named after a not crazy person, Great? Yeah, that's also our only brewmaster. We have to start from scratch again now. He was legendary. Shit. So he's bonkers. Might as well turn all these skills off then. Who's doing it right now? Is it Domine? I'll leave those ones on. Commit those. We need another brewmaster now. Which sucks. Who's got the best skill? We have an NPC still alive. Chulu's throwing moods, so we're gonna lose him soon. Versus 18 is not quite a legendary miner. We could switch him over from being a suboptimal miner to being our brewmaster. I'm sure nothing bad will happen with that particular change. Hey, Green Goblins, welcome to the stream. We have thousands of plants. We'll be fine. This is fine. Perhaps it is time to be. See, that's what I was saying, because I had forgotten about that dwarf. See, I'm blue. I don't know what that means. Not the legendary blue. How's my boy doing? See, I'm blue. All right, let me get the conversations out of the way. And you're saying you're blue? So many alerts I really don't care about. Elons. You're not blue. I don't see you as being blue. Hey there, am I dead yet? No, Green Goblins. What? Why? I demand to know. I'm an American. You can't do this to me. What? We'll see how that change goes. On your screen with skills, I was blue. I don't know what that means. Oh, you're a military commander. You're a noble. You're not military commander. You're the militia commander. Basically, for things like that, it makes it easier at a glance to identify if someone's like really important and you need to care. Why am I throwing tantrums? Why aren't you throwing tantrums to Chulu? Probably because a ton of dwarves died and a bunch of people were friends with them, and they all went from blue and green all the way down to dark red. Who's fighting now? The giant kakapo being hunted. Good. But I'm willing to bet that it is your thought over your dead friends that is making you blue. Worried at their lack of decent meals, worried at being unable to acquire something, worried at being unable to pray to Melville, restless being unable to practice craft, worried at being unable to take it easy, restless being unable to practice martial art, pleasure putting on exceptional, relieved, yada yada fondness, blah 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 blah. Alarmed, relieving, seeing a dead body. What basically happened is you were good, you got shunted down to negative from seeing the dead dwarves, and now that you're there, you're stuck in the same spiral as Ghostword, where every negative thought interrupts you from doing the correct actions to cure yourself. So now you're probably just gonna get stuck in a downward spiral of self-hatred and depression until such time as you're not a beneficial member of society. Do I have the spear yet? That's right, we were trying to get rid of the spear. I got interrupted. I forgot about the spear. Let us get our artifact spear back. We have an artifact pig iron spear that has slightly proven itself to be useful, and we had a dwarf lose it in the water. So we're going to drop 2 pillars of dirt on it so that we can cut off the area of the caverns that water is from, and then drain that water out of this area of the caverns so we can manually get our damn spear back. Also, there's another dead dwarf in there. Well, Vucker's dead now. I need to get with an artifact weapon. I need to get this water out of here. The water in this particular square has killed so many dwarves. I don't understand why. Like they're falling out of the trees or something. But so many dwarves have drowned in that water. It is depressing because Booker was the savior of the magma crab, and now he's dead too. To drowning. to this one water. I don't know why they all hop in the water. Downward spiral of me not agreeing to counsel you. Makes money. Want me to counsel you? Huh? Didn't that dwarf drown in the artifact maze and the water is eating artifacts? Yeah, that's another artifact. Is that the silver mace artifact? No. Come on. Why are all of our artifacts? Why are we losing every artifact in this pond? I don't even understand. Why do they keep falling out there? Are like they climbing across a treetop and falling through the branches? Because like he's not like at the edge of the water. He's in a good distance.
We come here in hopes of a better life.
Some migrants have arrived. Fantastic. Huzzah on that. So I need the miners to do this now. This takes priority because now we've lost 2 of our artifact weapons. I think we have one more, but I don't have faith in it. Are they trying to get the webs off the tree and getting stuck, dodging the webs and falling in? Well, I don't think so, because they're not the weavers. This is just random dwarves who are doing this. Or not even random dwarves, this is all the military dwarves. Something is happening with them in the military, and that's causing them to die. What happened to Vooker at the end? It was a giant ohm. A giant ohm shook him around by the head. His head was open and the tendon. Like, I think that those fucking crocodile alligator things keep crawling in. They grab our military dwarves and they suck them into the water and just drown them. I think at this point we've lost more dwarves to regular creatures than we have to... Nah, we lost a lot to the Forgotten Beast. I'd best not exaggerate that fact. Well, go back. Oh my God, go back. Well, then if you're not going to do that, I might as well start prepping you for down here. Yeah, they're getting flung, dragged in. We could cause a cave in to cut off the water from the edge of the map and then pump it out with a screw pump. Well, to Chulu, that's kind of what we're doing. That's kind of already what we're trying to do. That's why I'm digging these weird things to just drop them into the path of the water. Not necessarily with the screw pump though that would be funny. My thought was just to dig out below it to cause it to just drain out. But yeah, the screw pump would work as well. Pump magma up to the water. Unfortunately, there's still like 60 Z levels between my magma and this water because it's like a deep world. Where the balls are my miners? How do you have no job? Are you crazy? Stumbling obliviously. Might as well be. Fantastic. And who are you? Another military dwarf getting ready to get sucked into the water. Like the brave military dwarf he is. Where is that magma spire? All right, build machine screw pump from the west. Made out of an obsidian block, iron corkscrew, iron pipe. Screw pump from the east. Obsidian, iron. Screw pump from the west. Obsidian, iron. Screw pump from the east. Obsidian, iron. Screw pump from the west. Iron. Screw pump from the east. Did we ever do that floor? It looks like we did. Obsidian, iron. And then that brings up that particular stack to level 30. Meanwhile, the water we're stuck at is level 91. So only 60 more Z levels to go, and we will have that, we'll have that magma up here and ready to go. All the picks are in the water? No. No, we have not yet been that cursed. All right, one of the miners is finally coming back. Whenever he wants to. He's taking his sweet time. Where is he? There he is. All right. All right, I know what I told you to do, and I was kind of exaggerating, because I thought this would get the other guys up here. I don't need you to do that. I need you to do the one behind you. The one behind you. The one behind you! You fucking bastard. Didn't I already tell you to stop hauling shit, or did that get turned back on? Alright, whatever's left, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a dying dwarf who needs water. Stop it. Nobody cares. Stop hauling shit. You're a miner. Your job is to mine for me. Stop carrying shit. Also, what is left for hauling? A lot of finished goods still somehow. What finished good? Where are you grabbing? We haven't made crafts in forever. Oh, the clothing industry is still going. I forgot about that. Perhaps if we stopped doing the clothing industry, we'd get some usable dwarves back. But we're using up the cloth and the threads. They are all damaged. How is all the raw cloth damaged? Is the new Dragman on patrol there, so they'll end up dying where the first one did? Did Ghostword start working again, or did someone take over? I suspect someone took over, but we can check. No, it's just Ghostword again. The dude hates life and is like this close to suck starting a pistol, but if he wants to work to get through the day, he's gonna work to get through the day. Yeah, merchants. Not gonna lie, I forgot all about you. Do we have anything to trade with you? We do not. I'm gonna let them leave and I'll have to remember for next time. Don't have a liquid container to get the honey out. We've been collecting all kinds of honey. Oh my god, I've been doing this wrong. I never turned any of the beehives back to being the grower hives. So we've been collecting all the bees, we put them in hives up top, and then we just killed all their hives. We harvested all the honey we could and we let them all die. So I didn't set up any of the hives to be the feeder hives. Everyone's slipping into depression now. Eldritch is depressed. Guys, gonna take a walk outside today. Gonna see what we can find. He's just gonna die. Where is my cavern? Still waiting on that miner to come back. The failing male and barkeep. I think what's gonna happen is at some point everyone's just gonna die due to alligators or a mood, and then the next base we just don't do half as many meeting areas, because this has caused some sort of problem I don't begin to understand. They do the work, they only do the work rarely. They're just lazy. This one is still storing, so we can't be doing digging. But after this, you should be free. How? How are you storing item in stockpile? I freed all the miners. No, I freed all the artists. I'm not a smart man. I don't know why I thought all the miners were up top. So every time the miners have had a I've had a conflict of interest for doing jobs, I've made the artists have an easier life. I've been slowly removing jobs from the artists because the miners were too busy. All right, that explains a few things. The Great Chicken is starving and dehydrated. Wait, that's right. You said you wanted to switch, right? The Great Chicken. Set nickname. We'll take that off. I remember your number. You were 5. One, two, three, 4, 5. The Great Chicken, you are now a damn near legendary furnace operator. The Great Chickens. Also, you are a decent butch. You can butch for days. Shut up. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of this game. It's pretty complex. If the next fort is this stream I call the tavern build, I want to make a KV themed tavern. Did your statue ever get moved? Good call. Build statue. Or did it just disappear off the face of the earth? Oh, there it is. Statue's back. What's this? There's someone in the tavern socializing. Not eating, because that'd be way too easy. But socializing. There we go. People do occasionally use it to eat. Now, if only I can get the bartender to stay in there and bartend. Statue in the artifact pond? Yes, your look. No, stop trying to curse me with more bad things. Come back. Wait, I don't need you to do that. I'm wasting time with that one. I need you to do this. All right. Part 1 of Pillar Drop is complete. Start working on part 2. Now, I don't think they can be supported diagonally, if I recall correctly. So this should cause the cave-in. Or he can just wander away. Cool. So I'm thinking I did it wrong. It's supported by up top. That's why I did 2. I think I knew in the back of my head what I was supposed to do, and then I just did it wrong. Yeah, that's fine. You just take your sweet time coming back down here. Or to only live in the bar. Yeah, but then they have like every other issue. Because then they're not allowed to go to the temple. They're not allowed to do that. They have to create the borough for the entire area. I made this part way too hard on myself. Shit. All right, so until that floor gets built, I've literally gotten myself stuck. I have to build the floor back out so I can harvest at the central core. He just got depressed again. Yeah, it's not gonna work. He could, but that's like cheating and didn't work last time. He quickly bop Ghost Sword over the head to possibly make them forget what they are depressed about. Yeah, but again, it doesn't. Just like he said, it's technically cheating and doesn't ultimately work half the time. I see I am getting my little alert. So for those of you who are watching hours, days, weeks, months, years after the fact on the YouTube archive channel, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.